Hi Brynn, it's me Annie reporting to you live from my room. Oh wait, this isn't live, this is a recording. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you that you have shaped me and changed me in more ways than one, but this is supposed to be a short video, so I wanted to thank you for showing me what it means to be a true friend and a good friend. And I can easily say that my friendship with you is one of the purest forms of friendship that I've ever had and probably will ever have, and that is because of you. And the way that you intentionally set aside time for me and others, you're always willing to listen and help me talk through a problem or call me on the phone, even if it's just for 15 minutes in the car. It means a lot. And one thing that's special about you is that you want to know the core of who a person is, and you do that by asking lots of questions, which is probably the best way to do it. But you ask a lot of questions, and they're hard questions. Like one time you asked me, give me an original thought that you've had, like one that you think no one has ever had before. That's a really hard question. I think I answered that one, but I feel like there's like a cloud of unanswered questions that are following me around because I change the subject when a question is too hard and hope that you don't notice. Anyways, thank you for being real and vulnerable and my best friend, and I will miss our walks in the hallway. Love you. Complete the heart.
Hi Brynn. So I have known you for almost 11 years now, and there's so many ways that you have deeply impacted and changed my life, but the most crucial thing that I can think of is just how loyal, faithful, and trustworthy you've been to me, because throughout the years, even when our friendship has changed and looked different, I have never doubted the fact that I could count on you and that I could come to you for whatever I needed. If I needed encouragement, if I needed to have a good conversation about something, if I needed prayer, I know that I could come to you, and I've known that every moment of knowing you and having you as a friend, and that's something that is so rare, and I'm just overwhelmed at how beautiful and wonderful your heart is. It's truly a heart of solid gold, and I can't believe I've been blessed enough to have you as a friend for the past 11 years. I love you, Brynn.
Brynn, oh my gosh, I know I speak for everyone when I say that we will totally miss you next year when you're off to college. Thank you so much for all the times that you just took the time to help me when I was stressed about school or something. I just remember one time in specific whenever you noticed that I was a little bit stressed about school and you just took the time to talk to me about my day, and it totally created peace for me the rest of that week. I just love how incredibly joyful you are, and it is so contagious to everyone. Have a great time at college next year, and please visit LCA all the time.
Brynn, there's so many things I could say about you, but one of the biggest things about you that has changed me the past 4 years I've gotten to know you is the joy that you radiate. It's contagious, and your smile literally lights up the room. Even if you're having a bad day, you do your best to show people that you can still shine for the Lord in the middle of your hardest times. And the way that you are so intentional with younger people and people in general, it's really inspiring, and I know that you're going to do amazing things in college and beyond. Thank you for being such an amazing friend. Can't wait to see what God has in store for you.
Hi Brynn, so I just wanted to thank you for being such an awesome mentor and leader for me and all the other 8th grade girls. And I just remember when I first came to LCA, you were so sweet and welcoming, and it made me feel so loved. Like right off the bat, I could just tell that you had a very joyful and Christ-like spirit. So I can't wait to see what God has in store for you, and I wish you the best.
Brynn is such a selfless and considerate friend. She really took notice when I was having a bad day, and I just want to say that she's so amazing and I love her so much.
So Brynn has helped me out a lot of times and just been a really good spiritual and emotional leader. But I think the time that comes to mind is right before I spoke on junior retreat. Before we left, she came up to me and she was like, "Hey Brittany, like anything I can pray for you for? You got this, you can do this." And so I was just told her, I was like, I'm so nervous, and I mean, public speaking is scary. And so she was like, Brittany, like, you've got this, you're good. And she prayed for me, and it really calmed me down and helped me to just relax before I spoke and just focus that it's God's and not mine, you know? And so there's been many other times, but I think Brynn is just a very good spiritual leader, and really miss her a lot.
Over the last 4 years that I've known Brynn, she's taught me so much, and I've learned so many different things from her, and I still continue to learn a lot from her. But I would have to say the one thing that I've learned from Brynn and picked up from Brynn is choosing to see the good in people and to see the good in every situation. Both things are very difficult for me personally, but just over the last 4 years, observing how she does it and seeing and learning from her, I've become so much better at seeing life in a more positive light, and yeah.
Brynn, whenever Riley asked me to speak on you, I was more than happy to, because you are extremely encouraging and super joyful, and it's contagious. Whenever I talk to you, I always leave more encouraged and more happy than I was before, because your joy and your encouragement is contagious. Working with you on Executive this year has been such an honor, because I love how you take time to listen to everyone's ideas, and you put so much time and effort into making LCA events fun and exciting, and you've done such a great job this year, and I know everyone at LCA has really appreciated that. Also, whenever I have a homework question or I need help, I know I can always reach out to you and ask you, because no matter what you're doing, you'll take time out of your day to help anyone, and I really appreciate that, and thank you for being such a good friend over the years.
Ever since I was little, I've seen Brynn as an amazing leader. I've always thought of her as somebody who truly has a passion for Christ. She has always encouraged me to love God more and to be a better leader.
Hey Brynn, you really made a big impact on me when the homecoming game against Wiley, I was freaking out and stressing out, and you were just calming me down, letting me know it was going to be okay.
Hey Brynn, so I'm supposed to say like one way you've changed my life or inspired me, and you definitely have like changed my life, and really you're someone I look up to a lot, and I think one word to describe you is integrity. I think you're full of integrity. You know, like you're at my house a lot, I see you at school, I see you kind of everywhere, and you're always that person who's super encouraging, uplifting, fun, just a true person. And I never hear you gossip or complain. You know, you're always just who you are at school is who you are at your house. You're always just a light. And that's really rare to see today, is that someone's consistent in loving people, and you do love people a lot. You know, you do care about people. I see you at school all the time, and you'll ask someone at 7:30 like if they have a test, and then at higher ground you ask how their test went. You know, like you actually really care, and you're really trying to build authentic relationships. And I don't know, I'm just so happy to know you, and you're gonna go big in life. So just congrats on graduating. Hey.
Hi Brynn, I just wanted to tell you that you're really inspiring to me, because whenever you go up in like front of secondary and stuff, you always go with such enthusiasm, and you're always happy to do it and ready to serve. And you know, like sometimes you'll just say hi to me in the hallways or like talk to me, and we'll crack some weird jokes together, and it's really fun, and I love seeing you smile. Like it brightens my day. And I just wanted to tell you that you're really inspiring to me, and I'm gonna really miss you, and I love you. Bye.
Something that Brynn has done that's really impacted me is in the fall, after we lost the state championship in volleyball, I was really stressed out and upset. I was just down on myself because I felt like I messed up too much or whatever. I was just really upset, and I was texting her, and she really helped me out and helped to calm me down, and just realize that, you know, the whole like, no, one person's errors lose the whole game unless you make every single error of the game. So that's something I've always really loved about Brynn, is that she's very practical, but she's also very loving, and those two things really work together really well within her life, and how she uses those characteristics. So I love you, Brynn. Thanks for being an awesome friend.
Brynn is such a servant and such an encourager, and I love seeing her at school. She's always joyful and genuinely cares about you, and she definitely impacted my life in sophomore year. She took time to kind of mentor me and spend time with me and start a Bible study, and that was a really rough year, and she was always there to listen to me and be super empathetic and give me advice, which really helped me grow a lot this year. And what I love about Brynn is that everything she does, it's so evident that it flows from her authentic relationship with Christ, and every word she says, every action is just totally rooted from that. So yeah, I love you so much, Brynn.
Hey Brynn, congratulations on graduation. I know you're gonna enjoy college, but I'm gonna miss you so much here. I've always admired you so much. I can't remember a time that I haven't admired you. I think I really started to get to know you more when I entered 7th grade. You were always so inclusive, and you really reached out to me, but really all of the underclassmen. This year, my 9th grade year though, you really impacted my life. Your talk at Higher Ground, it was so good, and it was really meaningful to me. And then at the lock-in, your discussion group about anxiety was really meaningful to me. Thank you for being awesome. I'm gonna miss you.
Hi, I'm Lindsay, and one of the ways Brynn really impacted me was by teaching me that I don't have to prove myself to receive God's love. And I think that's something that she really wanted people to know, because she repeated it a lot through like her podcast, Speaking in Higher Ground, and just like an everyday conversation. And so during my freshman year, I really wanted close friendships with people, but at the same time I didn't really feel like I deserved it or even had the ability to develop a good friendship. And so that led to loneliness, and I didn't really feel like I could do anything to change that. But once I met Brynn, she immediately became that friend that I needed, and it wasn't me trying to prove to her that I was worthy of a friendship. It was her proving that to me, and that's something that I'm really thankful for. And I think because of that, it changed the way I view God and my relationship with Him.
Think about Brynn is she's probably always happy. Like, no matter where you see her, she's always upbeat or doing something, and she's always smiling. And she would always come and talk to me, even if I was having a bad day.
Hi Brynn, congratulations on graduating. Thank you for always being a friendly smile at school. We'll miss you.
Hi, sorry about my voice, but Brynn is one of the best friends I have ever had. She is a perfect example to me of kindness and love. Everyone she meets, she truly, genuinely cares about them and wants to have an impact on them, even if it's like a slight thing. She really has changed my life. I'm not just saying that just because it's a video, but she has helped me grow and see things through God's eyes and not through worldly eyes. She helps me to question whether everything I'm doing is honoring to God, even if it's the slightest thing, just making sure it's honoring to Christ and showing love to everyone. She really, one of the biggest things, the first word I think of is love. She shows love to everyone she meets, and everyone she encounters walks away feeling loved and better about themselves. She's an amazing friend to everyone she meets.
What I love about Brynn is that she's a natural leader, and she's very outgoing and a people person. And if you're ever alone, she'll always come up to you and just talk to you and ask you how your life is, and that's really nice to know there's someone out there that's like that. And just someone that you can talk to and relate with very well. She's just very relatable and funny and just really fun to be around. So
hi Brynn, it's Meredith, and Riley told me about the video she was doing, so I just wanted to help her out. So I'm just gonna start. You're just really sweet, and I just love you so much. I love your happy personality, and you just make my day so much better whenever I see you. I just love you so much. You're so positive, and you're so much fun to hang out with, and I feel like I can tell you anything. You're a really good listener, and I'm really sad to see you go, and I hope you have a great time at A&M.
Brynn, you have such a love for Christ inside of you, and you radiate joy in everything you do. You always take time to talk with girls in younger grades, and have been so impactful in my life in that way. You have such a pure and earnest love for God inside of you, and it is evident in all that you do. You excel at whatever you put your mind to and spread compassion, optimism, and kindness to everyone you talk to. I'm so thankful to have known you, and I know that God has such an important plan for your life. I hope you enjoy college, and just know that we will miss you so much at LCA.
Okay, a way Brynn's like really helped me change is like I get like really bad anxiety. It's bad. And I told her about it. I'm like, I get bad anxiety. Like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, no, I get you. And she told me what to do. And it really helped. And she was always, it really changed me because she's like, you need to I told her some grades and grades, and she's like, well, stop, don't check your grades as much. And she just told me all these tips, and I told her how I get anxiety about just different things, and she just gave me these great tips. And then she told me, she's like, always just go back to God in the end. He's there for you. And that was really great reminder that she always reminded me. She's always told me just go back to God. In the end, God is always the answer. And that was really great. That was really helpful. And then also she's super positive, and that her positivity helped me be positive because I wasn't always a super positive person. I can be negative sometimes. So her positivity always brought me up and wanted me to be positive and wanted to spread positivity, and that was really great. She's had such a big impact on my life, and I'm so sad that Brynn, you're leaving. I'm so sad. I'm gonna miss you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for everything you've done. You've really helped me change this year. You're literally so amazing, and I love you so much.
Hey Brynn, thanks for being a super amazing friend and being super welcoming. That was super cool of you. And I'm so glad that we became super close this year, and I'm so thankful that we got to get to know each other super well. And I hope that we get to keep talking for a super long time because you're amazing. And thank you so much for bringing me Starbucks. That was super nice of you, and I was super surprised. And I hope you have an amazing time at A&M. I know that you're gonna rock it and be a super great student and super godly girl, right? And I'm gonna miss you so much, Brynn. So super much. And happy graduation.
Brynn is one of my very best friends. She's someone in my life that I know I can always count on, someone that I know that I'm always gonna have around. I would without a doubt say that I wouldn't be the same person without her. In my life, she really has changed me. She teaches me what it means to pursue my relationships with intentionality and to love people for who they are and just to love them well and to pursue relationships that have deep meaning in them and to just be an encourager. She's someone that keeps me accountable on so many levels, someone who asks me about my struggles and who is able to just be there for me when I need it. One of my favorite things about her is I think back to this time where I was really stressed out about something and I don't even remember what it was, but I didn't have a lot of time and it was super late at night, and I just remember her asking to come over and just be there with me and just sit there, and I didn't even realize it at the time, but it was exactly what I needed to get that done and to take the stress away, was just to have people that were going to be with me, that were just sitting there with me, and it made me feel like I had all the time in the world and didn't need any sleep or wasn't going to be stressed out. And she just recognized that and does that in my life all the time. I mean, she's always looking for ways where she can just come and be with me and really just to encourage me and just to know me. I mean, she takes her relationship so seriously, and her loyalty and dependability is incredible, and it just has taught me so many things, not only in our relationship but in my relationship with so many other people. It really just has changed the way that I view those relationships and view my faith with God, and I am just so thankful to have her in my life. I know that just in this time that I've got to spend with her through LCA and just our whole high school, and even since elementary school, she's just been such a blessing to me, and just getting to know that we're getting to go to college together is just something that's huge for me. It takes away so much stress, and it just makes me so much more excited because she's someone that I definitely will have in my life forever, and I'm so thankful for that.